Hello, my name is Jeremy Rowe, and this is my research project for digital compositing. I think to easily demonstrate and answer what compositing is and what it entails, I'll actually use one of my favorite movies of all time. I don't think you'll need any hints as to what that movie is. Of course, it's Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was released in movie theaters in 1993 to many an amazed audience. People were blown away by the groundbreaking special effects, the way the dinosaurs actually seemed to be there interacting with the cast and larger than life. I know it blew my 7-year-old mind, and to this day it still holds up in my book. Heck, just earlier this year it was re-released in theaters. I only saw it 5 times. This movie is when I started paying attention to visual effects and how they could be used to drive the plot of a movie, not just be a gimmick in it. It's partially the reason I wanted to get into computer animation for a career. This movie really made me think if they could put dinosaurs on the big screen, what else is possible? So let's get down to it. How does Jurassic Park, the almost 20-year-old film, shame and rival movies that are released today? I believe it's compositing, and I have some clips to demonstrate this point. Digital compositing is, by definition, the process of digitally assembling multiple images to make a final image, typically for print, motion pictures, or screen display. You can kind of think of it like a jigsaw puzzle. Each piece may not look like something special, but when you line them up correctly is when you can see the full picture. Take this scene for example. Each piece laid atop one another to create a whole new scene. ILM, the guys behind Jurassic Park, were brilliant with this. Using new technological breakthroughs in computer animation and actual animatronic puppets, they were able to composite them together and make a believable movie, which I feel is one of the movie's greatest strengths as a whole. In using both giant animatronic puppets and CG together, ILM was able to accomplish a level of realism movies at that time really hadn't achieved. Movies nowadays seem to overuse or rely on CG a little too much. I know! Shock horror! The CG student is lecturing people about the overuse of CG! What am I trying to do, put myself out of business? Well, no, not really. I'm just saying, the compositing in Jurassic Park was so spot on because it had attained that magical balance between CG and live action. Movies nowadays don't even attempt it. Before ILM stepped in, they had even originally considered using stop-motion animation, claymation, like King Kong back in the day, the old black and white ones with the real stiff movements and everything. Well, I did find a clip of that. I am so glad that didn't happen. Jurassic Park is obviously one of my favorite movies of all time, so of course I'm a little biased. Well, maybe I'm really biased. But it's a great showcase of how compositing can be used to add a level of depth and realism to things that might not even exist. Conveying the unreal is something movies have aspired to do for quite some time now, from King Kong to The Life of Pi. Jurassic Park inspired me to see things differently. How can I get the audience to believe what is on screen is actually there? I think the answer lies in good compositing. It's something I'm going to give a lot of thought to and something I'm going to be working on in the future. So it's something to strive for. Well, thanks for watching and thanks for listening.